Well, the countdown is on until tax day. Just 10 days before you have to file or face penalties. And in just minutes, some of the most common filing mistakes.
Meantime, the experts are in the house. We're talking about tax day. Can you believe it? Just 10 days left to file. It is crazy. It's gone by so fast. So we're talking about those last-minute tips for people watching. Yeah, I'm talking about you who hasn't even looked at the W-2 yet. It's still sitting on the kitchen counter unopened in the envelope.
I know. Valley CPA Bob Hockensmith here joining us now. Thank you for waking up with us.
Oh, sure.
Happy Easter, Bob.
Happy Easter, guys.
Yeah, happy Easter. So many important tips we've got going on here, and you had a lot of them. But so what is one of the biggest ones?
One of the biggest ones this year is that a lot of identity theft pins or personal identification numbers were sent out by the IRS to about 1.2 million people, and you have to actually put that pin on your tax return this year, or your tax return will be delayed. So if you received a letter from the IRS, make sure you put that on there.
Okay, yeah, it's just kind of a sign of the times.
Right.
Now let me ask you this: for people out there who haven't even looked at their tax forms, their 1099s, all that stuff, what's the advice? They have 10 days left. What should they do?
Well, they got to get to it. Actually, they have to get to it real quick. And if you're going to see an accountant, chances are the accountant is going to put you on extension because obviously we may or may not be able to get it done in time with all the hundreds of others we're doing. So if they put you on extension, don't freak out. It's okay. Extensions are normal, and it gives you an extra 6 months to actually file your tax return.
Okay.
Hey, this is an interesting one. Failing to file a tax return when you're due a refund.
Yes. A lot of people will do this. They will file late because they go, oh, I've got a refund coming. I don't have to worry about it. But the IRS actually will keep your refund if you file too late. You have 3 years to file a tax return when it's due, and if you don't, even if you have a refund coming, the IRS will keep that refund.
Well, wow, want that money.
Yeah, and of course, we want to make sure we have that money in our hands. We know how to spend our own money the best.
Exactly, yes.
Right? I think so.
Yeah,
exactly.
Very true. Something else here, maybe overlooking dependency tax deductions or some credits you may have, but also claiming ineligible dependents.
Yes, we see situations where families are broken and one person will take the child instead of the other person who is allowed to take the child, and that becomes a real big problem because the first person who files the return is the one who gets the child's deduction, even if they're not allowed to. And then the other person has to paper file their return, send a copy of the divorce decree. It's a real
that gets messy, I feel like.
Yeah, real messy process.
And you guys are working hard. You said you were at work until 11 o'clock last night?
Yes.
Gosh, it's a busy
I'm sure
season,
after this you're probably grabbing a coffee and then heading back in,
we're going to sleep. That's what we do.
Eat, sleep, and breathe taxes. Okay. Hey, Bob, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Nick.
Best of luck to you these last few days for you. All right, guys, so stay with us. More news is coming up next on ABC 15 Weekend Mornings.